The Suzuki Sidekick is back, and this time, it's not just a nostalgic reboot. It's a full-blown reimagination. For fans of compact off-roaders, the 2026 Suzuki Sidekick is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing entries in a market increasingly flooded with soft-roaders and badge-engineered SUVs. But the Sidekick, it's got history, personality, and now, thanks to Suzuki's newest design strategy, a whole new soul. Let's rewind for a second. The original Suzuki Sidekick debuted in the late 80s as a joint venture with General Motors. Known for its lightweight build, basic interior, and surprisingly competent off-road chops, it was a kind of cult hero, quirky, affordable, and fun. Fast forward to 2026. And Suzuki's goal isn't just to rekindle the past. They're rewriting it. The new Sidekick slots into Suzuki's global portfolio as a compact SUV aimed at adventure seekers, urban explorers, and digital nomads, or people who want more from their vehicle than just a school run or grocery trip. Right off the bat, you notice this isn't some glossy suburban crossover. This is rugged, bold, and unapologetically square. The design language shouts utility, and the proportions are tight, giving it an old-school charm wrapped in a thoroughly modern shell. Let's talk design. The 2026 Sidekick doesn't just borrow cues from the past, it owns them. Flat body panels, flared wheel arches, and exposed hinges evoke memories of classic 4x4s. But there's a digital edge here too. The LED lighting is sharp and functional, the grille is boxy and clean, and the high belt line gives it a solid, almost tank-like stance. It's available in a range of bright, bold colors: sunset orange, electric teal, matte green, and if you squint, you might mistake it for a smaller version of a Land Rover Defender. But it's definitely still a Suzuki, just with a more global and adventurous vibe. Under the hood, the new Sidekick offers a smart balance between performance and efficiency. There's a 1.5-litre turbocharged 3-cylinder as the base option, good for about 155 horsepower. It may not sound like much, but remember, this vehicle is light, nimble, and designed to be more about agility than outright speed. For those looking for more grunt, Suzuki offers a 1.8-litre mild hybrid with 190 horsepower and significantly improved torque delivery. That's the sweet spot if you're planning on towing a light trailer or heading off into the wilderness. Both powertrains are paired with Suzuki's updated AllGrip 4x4 system. And here's where the new Sidekick really starts to shine. This isn't just a cosmetic off-roader. This thing can go places. It's got a locking center differential, selectable drive modes for snow, mud, and sand, and a low-range gearbox in the Hyatt rims. Ground clearance sits at about 9.3 inches, a plenty for trails, rocks, or that flooded dirt road out in the back country. Add in hill descent control and 17-inch all-terrain tires, and you've got a vehicle that walks the walk. Inside, the Sidekick embraces a simple but tech-forward interior. It's not trying to be a luxury cruiser. Instead, it's all about durability, usability, and smart integration. Think rubberized floor mats, waterproof seat options, and modular storage systems. But alongside that, you've got a 10.1-inch touchscreen with Suzuki's new infotainment interface, wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and a digital gauge cluster that can switch between adventure mode, urban commute layout, or even off-road telemetry. There are some truly clever touches here. The center console has a removable cooler compartment. The roof rails are standard and rated for real weight and not just show. The rear seats fold flat, of course, but the floor underneath is reinforced to support heavier gear like e-bikes or camping fridges. There's even a built-in air compressor in the cargo area for airing up tires or inflatable gear. It's those little details that tell you this vehicle was designed with real-life users in mind. Safety tech. The 2026 Sidekick has you covered. Adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking. It's all standard from the mid-trim and up. And even the base model isn't stripped bare. You still get a rear view camera, multiple airbags, and Suzuki's rigid safety cage design. The Sidekick may be compact, but it's no lightweight when it comes to safety credentials. Now, let's talk trim levels. There are 3: Base, Trail, and Adventure Pro. The base is for the purists: a manual transmission, steel wheels, and minimal electronics. It's the budget off-roader's dream. The Trail adds the hybrid engine, auto transmission, full infotainment system, and a slightly lifted suspension. The Adventure Pro is fully loaded with off-road goodies: upgraded suspension, underbody skid plates, roof tent compatibility, and additional exterior lighting. For those living the van life or building a weekend overland rig, Suzuki offers a modular accessory program: roof tents, solar panels, slide-out camp kitchens, storage drawers, so everything integrates seamlessly into factory anchor points. It's kind of like what Jeep and Ford are doing with the Wrangler and Bronco, but without the inflated price tags. Speaking of price, here's where things get really interesting. Suzuki knows its audience. The starting price for the base model is expected to hover just under $25,000. Even the fully loaded Adventure Pro will stay under $35,000. That's seriously competitive, especially when you consider the kind of off-road capability and standard features you're getting. So, how does it drive? Early impressions suggest it's tight, responsive, and most importantly fun. That's not a word we often use with SUVs these days. The steering has a bit of weight to it, the suspension absorbs ruts and bumps without wallowing, and visibility is fantastic thanks to the tall greenhouse design. On-road manners are surprisingly civilized, with road noise kept in check and a hybrid system offering quiet, efficient cruising. Off-road, it's a little monster. It's not going to outcrawl a Jeep Rubicon, but it'll definitely go deeper than a Subaru Crosstrek or Toyota Corolla Cross. The approach and departure angles are solid, and the AllGrip system reacts quickly to shifting terrain. It's especially good on loose gravel and light snow, where its compact dimensions and tight turning radius give it an edge over bulkier rivals. But what really makes the 2026 Suzuki Sidekick stand out isn't just the capability or the price. It's the vibe. The Sidekick doesn't take itself too seriously. It's not trying to be an urban status symbol or a diesel-powered rock crawler. It's about accessible adventure. It's for people who want to escape the city, hit the trail, or camp under the stars but don't want to mortgage their house to do it. There's something refreshing about that. In an era where SUVs are becoming bloated, tech-heavy, and increasingly indistinguishable from one another, the Sidekick keeps it simple, honest, functional, fun. It's not perfect. The cargo space is a bit limited, especially with the full-size spare mounted on the rear gate, and taller drivers might find the cabin a bit snugger, but those are small trade-offs in a vehicle designed for adventure over luxury. Suzuki has always had a knack for building small, capable vehicles. The Samurai, the Jimny, the Vitra, they were all charming in their own way. But the Sidekick might just be the brand's most complete package yet. It bridges the gap between nostalgia and next gen. It gives younger drivers an affordable gateway into the off-road lifestyle, and older fans a modern version of a beloved classic. So, who is the 2026 Suzuki Sidekick for? It's for anyone who wants more than just a way to get from point A to B. It's for the kayaker loading up at 6 a.m., the city dweller heading to the desert for a weekend escape, the road tripper chasing sunsets through the mountains. It's for people who believe driving should still be funner and adventure should still be affordable. In a market increasingly obsessed with size, horsepower, and luxury, the Sidekick's return is a quiet rebellion. It's not about being the biggest or the fastest. It's about being capable, clever, and cool in that low-key, let's go somewhere kind of way. And if that sounds like you, then maybe the 2026 Sidekick is the comeback story you didn't know you were waiting for.